This video will show you some tips and techniques for scheduling calendar events, particularly for a committee or a community group. First, you must sign in. For this demonstration, we're signed in as Jim Kuhn. Now we'll go to News and the calendar page. You can view events in the calendar in calendar format or calendar view or list view. The list format is a little easier to read for individual events, but the calendar view may be more handy if you're thinking about how to schedule your own event. First, consider whether you want to schedule your meeting as a one-time event or a repeating event, such as every third Wednesday of the month or something like that. For example, the Worship and Ministry Committee meets every fourth Sunday of the month at 1 p.m. You can schedule an email reminder for yourself or an individual by clicking this link, but if this event is associated with the committee of which you are a member, you'll automatically get a weekly reminder anyway. Next, consider what room or resources you're going to need and check for availability. Let's imagine we'd like to hold a meeting for Peace and Social Concerns on July 17th in the Casita back room, and we're going to need the projector. Click the filter icon, select Resources, and then Casita back room. We can see that that room is available for our event on the 17th. We're in luck. It's in use by the Community Relations Committee on the next week, but since we want the third Wednesday, that needn't concern us. Now, what about the projector? Let's go back to the filter menu, click Resources, select the projector. We can see that the projector is in use for Film Friday, not surprisingly, on the second Friday, but it's available on the third Wednesday, the 17th. So we're in good shape there as well. Now, if you're a site administrator or a calendar coordinator, you'll see a link to create a calendar event in this area here. You can create the calendar item directly. We'll cover that in a future video for administrators, but others will see this link, Calendar Requests. So click the Calendar Request link, and you'll get a form. Please fill out the form as completely as possible. So for demonstration here, notice that your name should be in the requester blank unless somebody else is requesting it, and you can change that. The title in this case for our demo is Peace and Social Concerns Committee meeting, or whatever it really is. The date, which can be in any format, would be, let's see, July 17, 2019, and the time is, let's say 7 o'clock. Or you might say 7 to 10. Location, if it's on the meeting property, should be meeting or meeting house. If the event is being held somewhere outside of the meeting property, you can put the full address here. But for events on the meeting property, you can just leave that as is and put the room here. In our case, now remember that some rooms like the library or the casita have different sections, and so indicate that if you can. If you're using more than one room, so for example, the worship room and the fellowship hall, you can put that in as well. Now, if it's a repeating event, you put that information here. So let's say third Wednesday of the month. Now, try to make this consistent with the beginning date here. July 17 is the third Wednesday, so that's convenient. Now, you might want to begin your meeting off the usual schedule, like you're having it on a Friday, but want to continue having it on the third Wednesday. In that case, please note this in the comments to avoid any confusion. Your event may be public, which means it will appear on the website for guest visitors as well as signed in registered users. The other two types, private or outside group, only appear for users who have signed in. And here's where we put the name of our committee or community group. So I'm going to put, not Peach, Peace and Social Concerns. And if you have any special instructions or comments, you can put them here. Now, remember that this form is just going to send an email message, so you don't have to worry too much about the format or the spelling. If you say Peach and Social Concerns, I'll know what you mean, so don't worry too much about the form, as long as all the information that we need to make the scheduling is there and it's clear. Once you're ready, you can click Send. We'll try to get back to you within 24 hours, but we're not always that speedy, so please try to allow as much time as possible for scheduling your event. If you want to return the calendar page to its original state and see all the events, just click Filter and then select Show All. If you have any questions, please use the contact form and send a message to web support. Thanks and good luck.